Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of Summer Internship 2.0. I am here with Mr. Drinks, Dates and Festival Breaks himself, Tom Parker.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I like that little intro. It's better than like Just Mates and Heartbreaks.
I mean, I try to be creative, you know, get like a well-rounded image of you.
Yeah, smashed it. I enjoyed it.
Nice, appreciate that, man. So do you want to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Tom, obviously, 33 from West London. Born and raised actually in London, but then grew up in Somerset and then came back for jobs. Been in creative industries for quite a while. So I started in like publishing and used to publish like luxury hotel books and things like that.
That's cool.
Then I worked up to being a sales director of a creative media group. So working on things like Davidoff adverts and stuff like that was awesome.
Sick.
Getting like helicopters and jag cars and speedboats and stuff to do a advert, which was super cool.
Right.
And then I launched a TV channel in Eastern Europe all about raising health knowledge to I suppose the populace that wasn't as internet savvy. And then after that I actually set up my own consultancy and co-founded a health tech company. So I've done quite a lot of different things, but I've decided to quit all of it to follow a lifelong dream of being a TV presenter. So yeah, it's about 6 weeks in the making. I filmed a show reel at Pinewood where they do like James Bond and Star Wars. So filmed that, and now yeah, I've given up the comfortable life, I suppose, and looking to go and do some TV stuff. But so excited to have won this because actually what I'm really looking for is like I want to build an empire with someone, and it's not that I've been unlucky in love. I've been in love a couple of times, but it's not been like that bit where that person has got your back or you've got theirs, and it's just an unquestionable like bond that you have with them. And I just really want someone that's like fun, entertaining, but like kind, intelligent, and you can like go out and drink and dance yourself silly, but at the same time you can just sit down and watch like a load of movies on the afternoon and cook a roast and like talk about how you're going to smash the next week. And so yeah, that's me. That's where I'm at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with that in mind, you've spoken about like now what type of person you are and the type of person you want, but I don't know, let's put you underneath the microscope a bit, let's test you out a bit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Right, setting the scene, you're on a bad date, you're not feeling it.
Right.
How'd you ride it out?
Do you know what? I actually, I can't believe I'm saying this. So it was about 5-6 years ago, I was on a date with, she was smoking hot, but we didn't click. Clicked. But yeah, exactly. And it was just boring. I think we were both pretty bored by it. And so about 20 minutes in, I was trying to look for like an excuse to get out of it. So I just randomly text a mate, and I don't know why it was him that I text, but I just text saying like, please, can you call me and say that something's happened? And he messaged me like, what bar you're in? And I was like, I'm at this bar. And he was like, I'm just around the corner on a date, so I'll join you. And he came with his date, and we merged dates. And then at the end of it, he went home with my date. He took my date, and I went home alone. Yeah, so it was brutal, but I got out of a bad date, and he found someone that he really liked. So, like, silver lining.
I mean, the next question I was going to ask was kind of reasonably negative, and it was going to be, I suppose, what's the worst thing that's happened to you on a date? And I was hoping that would kind of feed into it, but you've really kind of like.
Well, actually, it's not the worst thing. That's not the worst thing.
Okay, right.
About a week or so after breaking up with a very serious girlfriend of mine, I went on a date, get back on the horse quickly, that sort of thing, and went ice skating and broke my leg. So that was definitely the worst thing that's happened to me on a date. Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, so guessing, obviously, you just said that ice skating isn't really a thing to do in your spare time. What do you do? What do you do to wind down when you're not?
I cook a lot. Awesome. Love cooking. Got that from Dad. Mum's never cooked.
Yeah,
and
same.
Dad, and Dad loved it. And it's his sort of stress release, like the decompartmentalization of like ingredients and then putting it into a dish. For me, is like the same way that I would deal with whatever I'm thinking about stress. So I love cooking.
That's really cool.
I'm a bit of like a social recharger. So rather than some people that recharge by reading books and staying inside, like I love going and having a chat with mates and seeing people or doing whatever. So you know, going and having a pint with a mate would be my pretty key, especially the sun in the weather we're being at the moment. You'll find me outside with a drink in my hand at most of the time.
Yeah, perfect timing for it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, you just mentioned booze there. Is what would you say is like a vice or like a guilty pleasure of yours?
Not booze. I'm definitely not. That's a pleasure. Don't feel guilty about it at all. But McDonald's is a pretty. I feel a bit dirty. I want it, and I want it on a hangover, and I want it when you're driving and you're like, I've just seen the arches, and they've seen you, right? And you go, yeah, I know what we're going to do here, but let's not tell anyone about it. Right, and you go in and you order. I get like the Big Mac, and then I get another cheeseburger, and I put it in to make my own Mega Mac.
Oh.
Yeah, because like when you were a child, you could never get your mouth around the Big Mac because it was big, whereas now like it's actually quite a small Mac.
I'm an adult.
Yeah, exactly. So I make a Mega Mac, and then I do that. But then afterwards, I kind of sheepishly look around to see if anyone's seen me do it. Like, you should never make eye contact with anyone at McDonald's. It's the worst thing you should do ever, because everyone's being filthy. That's not like their haute cuisine. It's not like they've spoken to the maitre d' and got a window seat. Like, they are in there for a purpose, and that is eating filthy food.
I mean, so McDonald's, like we've covered it, like a nice cheat meal that you would do if you're hungover, something like that. Yeah. But, so we give you £1 million, but you have to spend it on a date, well, with a date, for a weekend. What do you do?
Wow. I can't run away with it.
Nope.
And it has to be spent on that. It has to be spent on the date.
To be honest, I don't know how we track you down, but yeah, you can't run away with it.
Oh, that's a good one. I would. Do you know what? I would on a Friday morning, right, get her to be picked up in like a Rolls Royce, and then she gets driven to New Bond Street with a personal shopper, and she gets to pick whatever she wants, like your Louboutins to cocktail dresses to whatever it is, jewelry, all that sort of stuff, and a sort of myriad of different outfits for the entire weekend. And then there would be a private jet to Rome, one of my favourite cities in the world, and we'd have dinner, a private tour of the Colosseum, maybe, I don't know, have dinner, candlelit dinner next to the Pantheon, and then I love Lake Como as well. So the next morning, I think we obviously stayed in a nice like 5-star hotel. It's not been one of those shared accommodations things. But, yeah, it's not a hostel. I'll actually, do you know what? I'll do it in a hostel and then take the money. No, so it'd be a lovely like 5-star setup, and then helicopter ride to Lake Como, I think, and take a little Riva yacht around the lake, have a lunch somewhere, and then I just dance and drink wine into the evening. I think that would be pretty cool. And then I reckon that's probably, I don't know, 200 grand's worth, maybe. So the rest of it, I think we'd play like a little drunken game of like, if you both decide to split the money, kind of like the Love Island thing. Oh, that's another guilty pleasure. Love Island.
Good.
Yeah, that is a guilty pleasure. I think with most of the country. But yeah, I think I would do the whole, should we split this and go on another date, or does one person go and run away? Maybe that's a pretty big, that means I'm backing myself to the tune of 800 grand, but why not?
I guess final thing to ask is, do you have any final messages for all the lovely ladies to, jumpstart a few nudges here and there on the app?
Yeah, do I go here?
Yeah, sure, camera.
All right. Hi girls, I'm Tom, I'm 33, I'm single, clearly, and I'm super excited about having won the CLiKD Summer Internship. It seems like we're going to be going on some pretty crazy, colourful, cultural, engaging dates. So if you're up for a laugh, if you're up for a bit of fun, then yeah, give me a nudge, send me a poke. What is it? It's a nudge, is it?
Nudge,
it's a nudge. Give me a nudge. You've got to answer my questions correctly though, and there's some pretty important ones on there, so make sure we get those right. I'll have to do the same, and then hopefully we can go on some pretty awesome dates together. So I'm really looking forward to it.